Welcome back. So, I had a bit of an issue with my microphone. I forgot to turn it on again. So, for this video, I'm mostly silent. Well, I am silent, but, right now I'm doing the voiceover recording. And at the moment, I was debating about upgrading the Jade Green staff and the Ritual Sword. But I decided to wait on it because I wanted to get Cao Cao's sword or Sun Jian's sword. At the moment now, I'm just registering the Tianju Hermit set items, making sure they're locked and favorited so I don't accidentally delete them. And trying to make sure if I wanted those bracers or not. And then I was trying to figure out how do you access the storeroom, because there is a storage system, but for some reason I can't access it unless I'm with the girl doing the salvage, the blacksmith. So I don't get it. And now I'm getting rid of items I don't really need or care about. Unlocking them for assimilation.
My stomach's growling.
Alright, so
guess I best go out and hunt.
Still doing all this stuff. Categorizing it and selecting them all. Making sure. I think I accidentally deleted my Master Smith hammer. I don't know if I'll still be getting items for it. No, I did unselect at that time. Yeah. Still trying to keep the Assassin Guard at this moment. Trying to get rid of duplicates for the tier 4. I really wish I could just keep a list of everything like I did in Elden Ring. Still going through the list. Huh. I just noticed that recording with Share Factory, the controller blinks red, like on and off, like a blinker, like a very slow blinker. Anyway, so I managed to get salvage and get some gems. What am I gonna do? unlocking so I can edit it. Mr. the Jade is our favorite. I'm hoping that a new bow or crossbow may show up sometime later. At least don't know when. Removing an effect so that I could put something better. As I was trying to look for that on the ritual sword, I see that I could put something. But part of me is neglecting because I want a better sword already. And the fact that I only have one jewel doesn't really help me wanting to get it. If I had like 4 or 5, then sure, I'd pop one in, you know. So right now I'm trying to see all the options I have at the moment. And yeah, the HP recovery sounds very nice. Since I like doing fatal strikes. But it's like, man, I should probably save that for something I do want it on something. Again, I can't choose much stuff. I don't know if it's because of the level system or I need to salvage more. So I decided to just put the same effect back on. Debating if I should use the same effect or if I should just put something else this time. Just weighing my options. Spell duration sounded pretty interesting. Because at the moment my spells kind of suck as a duration. But still tempting to use a negative effect. I'm back with that. Debating about upgrading my current gear just so I can feel like Raiden. Checking out the armor and physical resistance and all that good stuff. And I liked how the Swanshu conical hat has luck with it. And checking the way of the Swanshu set bonuses. They're pretty alright. Some HP, power gain upon legendary spells, staff spirit damage. I think the best one is that power gain through wizardry spells. Upgrading the hermit conical hat. Just don't get why it doesn't come with the 5th set bonus. And I was switching to the armor of boldness because of the better resistance properties and losing the staff spirit damage from the set bonus. But at least this way I still look good with it.
I could use
It's
some more
just,
sleep.
it's white,
Maybe
so it
I'm
matches with the
overworking.
rest of the armors. Now I'm upgrading the Xianchu set pieces, because why not? I noticed that the spirit defense should have been higher on these low armors. Just like how Elden Ring, excuse me, how in Elden Ring the lower armor stuff has better resistances to certain things, while the heavier armor has better like defense properties. Now I'm debating about which virtues to follow upon, because I'm focusing on the consumption rates, and then I kind of felt like doing Earth Virtue because I don't know how heavy the Cao Cao or Sun Jion's armors would be, and I'm trying to keep it at a low percentage because I think it does affect the spirit gauge. Kind of, you know, the same way with Elden Ring, where when you wear heavy armor, it affects the stamina until you get that stat where
It is a dark time
armor
we live
doesn't
in,
really
yet the stars shall
bother.
illuminate a path to peace. Perhaps you are one of those stars who will guide us.
And checking if she was saying the same thing, but it looks like she is. Now debating about which mission to do. So I went to go to the Flying Swallow mission again to see if I can get the chest piece of the Haitian army, Haitian set, because that's the only piece I'm missing. And here I call upon Xiao Xiao.
Well,
and
what is it this time?
And I was debating between Guan Yu, Sun Jian, and Liu Bei. And I chose Sun Jian because I want his sword. Both of them I want their sword, but for Cao Cao I wanted everything. So I begin. And I messed up there. Attack him. Grab that. I'm just practicing more with the counter deflection thing, but it's hard doing it in multiple strikes like that. I can seem to only do it when they slash once. I don't know how you pull it off more consistently. What are the usernames? I lost my cat. And Cao Cao is now my sworn brother, so I got excited by that. But I was gonna check out his items after I beat this mission. And for those of wondering, this is still before the recent patch that just came out. I think it's 3 that this was recorded on. Because I think the new one's 4. 1 of 4. Basically, the 4th one says that I should be able to go back to I mean, I should be able to use a travel map after I beat a mission compared to the original, where it's like you only can go back to the village, do the same battlefield again, or go back to the main story. And yeah. And I'm really enjoying the fire on the Jade Staff ability. It just sucks I can't have 5 spells so I can put each element. That's one thing that I'm kind of disappointed about. That I can't have like a, you know, be like an avatar. The one thing that I really enjoy about this game is the mechanic of the spells, how they cancel each other out. And it's very unique in my opinion. I don't know if there's another game that does that. I've seen like Mass Effect do where if you do this spell and this spell, you trigger an explosion of increased damage. And what was another game? And the only game I know that has done the spell thing, hold on, just making sure. Okay, is Final Fantasies, where you use Dispel on an enemy and it gets rid of all their passive spells that they put on themselves. Of course, sometimes the enemy will do it too. So that's the only canceling effect I know of. But this one, it's like you throw a fire and an enemy throws an ice, it just goes psh, and you see like the symbols pop up saying, you know, showing like you got canceled out. And that's kind of cool because it kind of reminds me of like in movies where one person is doing a beam of light and the other is doing his version of the beam of light, and they're just in the middle pushing these waves. Or Dragon Ball Z even does that too. And yeah. Oh, and I got used to pushing the circle button before it before landing, so I should have done that in that one mission with the giant river pit. So hopefully whoever is seeing this and still hasn't gotten to where I'm at, you can use that to your advantage. Let's see here. I was debating about learning. I really wanted that lightning rush. Hurls a lightning bolt that rushes forward. And then I wanted to try it over the barb conductor because I don't like how I have to set a mine. It takes some of my spirit and then activate it, which also takes my spirit. So I feel like the devs should fix the spell a bit, or at least make where putting it costs a lot less than activating it, or the activation's a lot less, kind of thing. And now I'm doing Frost and trying Unrelenting Frost. Hurls a blast of ice shards. Continue shooting by holding down the input for wizardry spells. So it's like a machine gun. I didn't like Frozen Arrow's slowness. And then I'm trying to see the other spells. And I did like Frozen Malice. Generate a large icicle from the front. The icicle will accelerate forward or toward the target you locked on prior to casting the spell. I got Unrelenting Frost. And then in the wood section, fire section, I don't like the Amplify. Actually, I could get the Burning Flame Wave. So I ended up getting those. Even though I can't learn the... Even though I can't use the flame weapon, I just learned it. And the earth section... I kinda wish there was like a better spell. Just like how I feel with the wood one. I wanted one where it goes outward like the Polaris. I'm getting all these spells like Force Blow, Quick Bound, Stone Whip. Rock Toughness reduces spirit damage received from enemy attacks and grants a single-use effect that prevents your morale rank from decreasing when you are dealt a critical blow by an enemy. Stone weapons for a certain period of time enchants your current melee weapon with stone. Quakebound for a certain period of time grants an ability to increase enemy stone element accumulation by deflecting. Force Blow unleashes an attack using the power of Earth Phase. Mighty Shockwave unleashes a shockwave around you that will blow away nearby enemies. Imposing Slab generates rock pillars in front of you that linger temporarily and explode when enemies touch them. Sandsink and Deathly Blog, but I didn't get them. Surging Flame Weapon for a certain period of time enchants your current melee weapon with flame. Burning Flame Wave summons continuous eddies of flame in front of you. This deals damage over time to any enemies that come in contact with it. Amplify damage for a certain period of time increases both the damage you deal to enemies and receive from them. Fire Blast discharges a ball of fire that flies on the gravitational arc and explodes upon hitting an enemy or terrain. Scorch Comet discharges a large ball of fire to the front. Surging Blaze hurls multiple fireballs in a cone-shaped area of effect. Fireball hurls a mote of fire in front of you. Blazing Flare emits an eruption of flames to the front. Okay. Absorb... Lightning Rush hurls a lightning bolt that rushes forward. Lightning Weapon for a certain period of time enchants your current melee weapon with lightning. Absorb Vitality. You and your nearby allies can restore HP upon dealing damage to enemies. Barb Conductor grows branches on the ground at your feet. Activating again while the branches remain will call down a bolt of lightning on them. Lightning Bolt calls down a bolt of lightning on the locked-on target or on a point of a certain distance in front of you. Unstoppable Force increases automatic recovery during low spirit and decreases automatic depletion during high spirit. Inner Breath increases the accumulation of the Divine Beast gauge for a certain period of time. Inner Breath. Spirit Fervor grants you and your allies a positive effect that increases spirit gain when attacking. Guard Formation creates an area that reduces the damage allies inside of it take from enemies. I didn't like the wording, so it kind of threw me off. Cleanse resets all current negative effect accumulation to 0 for you and your nearby allies, while granting a positive effect that reduces the amount of negative effect accumulation for all phases except for metal. Focus Zone generates an area in which allies inside it deal additional damage to enemies. So Here I was wondering why didn't they make it sound like that for the guard formation? Like generates an area that reduces allies damage done to allies from enemies, or creates an area that reduces enemy damage upon the allies or something like that. So I don't get why they made a better description for that one, but the other area effect, it just sounds kind of funky. Or get rid of inside it. Creates an area that reduces the damage allies take from enemies. So here I was debating about what earth power I should use. And I kinda like the imposing slab, but I also like you putting an element on my sword to help me out. And then I like the venom, but I wish I had something better. So I went back to metal phase to see if there was something I could get. But there wasn't really anything calling to me, so I just continued on with the quest. Trying out that machine gun icicle thing, seeing how quick it drains the spirit gauge, and how many shots can I pull off per blast, to see if it's worth it or not. At least it's quicker to summon than the frozen malice. And trying out more of the spells and getting this staff. Yeah, I was kind of wondering why isn't it on fire like that one time. Yeah, just dealing with that.
My name. You look strong. Let me see what you're made of. fanatics. I surrender. I'll swear loyalty to the Imperial Court.
Okay, checking deliveries now. Cao Cao has given you a replica of this cherished equipment after swearing an oath with him. You have received the following items: Heaven's Reliance, Unscrupulous Hero Crown, Unscrupulous Hero Armor, Unscrupulous Hero Gauntlets, Unscrupulous Hero Greaves. Cao Cao has given you a replica of this cherished equipment after swearing an oath with him. You have received the following items: A brief explanation of Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu? Wait, okay. So checking out this brief explanation of Sun Tzu, and I looked at HP restoration from melee attack damage A-. Sounded good. But I forgot to check the description on it. And now I'm double checking my dice in case I prefer one over the other. Okay. Now I'm checking on this one. Unscrupulous Hero Greaves. Hero Beyond the Age set. So I was checking out the set. I didn't like that I had marking flag detection when the detection doesn't really help. Yeah. This is Cao Cao's favorite set of traditional curved footwear and greaves. Decoration is minimal with form prioritized over function. The combination of leather materials in the lining give it a surprising amount of durability, protecting the legs when charging into the enemy's ranks on horseback. At a glance, the design seems to prioritize comfort and ease of movement, but it is the durability through the unseen materials in the lining that have been key through the numerous trials Cao Cao has faced. Cao Cao's favorite gauntlets are a combination of metal and leather, with minimal decorativeness and high durability. The lining has steel plating, and on the front is a modest gold engraving. It has been said that Cao Cao always looked to save money and live moderately, believing that what he needed to win the hearts of the vast populace was not superior fashion, but superiority in battle and down-to-earth political policy. Unscrupulous Hero Armor. In battle, Cao Cao wears this bright light armor along with an overcoat. Invented in the later Han period, the unique features of Mingguang armor are its high cost and circular plates used to protect the chest. An avid reader, Cao Cao always has bamboo slip writing stored in the leather pouch at his waist. In the day, he focuses on military and political matters, while at night, he turns his attention to commentaries on Sun Tzu works. He composes poetry each time he ascends to a high place, and then sets it to music for wind and string instruments. This ability to be at once a supreme military leader and a cultivated poet saw him lauded by later commentators as the most extraordinary figure of the period. Unscrupulous hero crown. Cao Cao favors this crown with a dignified design. He secures his top knot by placing 2 pins through the sides of the metal crown. This crown-like headwear is a traditional style of Han people and is still beloved in the later Han period. Saddened by the dissipation of the imperial court, Cao Cao avoids luxurious gems and silk. He instead favors leather in imitation of the ancient style, thereby recalling an era of wisdom and making a statement against the cultural decay of the time. And here I said that he has like the same views as me about that stuff. And you know, and for me, my poetry is on my cell phone, so I just write on my cell phone or read some other stuff. Yeah. Heaven's Reliance is the sword Cao Cao proudly wields. It is emblazoned with a golden vermilion bird that indicates its owner's extraordinary military prowess. After his success in suppressing the Yellow Turbans, Cao Cao was made one of the 8 colonels of the Western Garden and presented with this treasured sword by the imperial court. He went on to wield it as he fought with distinction against Dong Zhao, and also used it to kill dozens of rebels when recruiting troops in Yang province, thereby crushing the morale and suppressing the rebellion. The weapon's name pays homage to the House of Han as Heaven, and implies the wielder is being relied upon as a loyal subject. So now I'm just admiring the armor and enjoying the look and trying to find out which other armors go well with this set. Even though I kind of want to keep the full set because I use the sword a lot, kind of thing. But Cao Cao's crown is too heavy that it gives me the yellow tier for the equipment weight. So it's like, okay, I should just use the crown of Gong Gong or someone else. And I just liked how the crown, the DLC crown, looks really well with the color palette going on. But I also wanted the Tianzhu helmet for the bonus with the staff and the luck bonus. And here I'm going for what this crown can give me, which is
I could use some
the
more
bonus
sleep.
fatal stuff.
Maybe I'm overworking.
So yeah, and now I'm just upgrading like crazy. Now I'm going to Mount Tianzhushan to get the other briefing for that creature, the Ayoi. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Have to find my
And wanted to max out
Don't worry,
Sunjion
I
even
will
more
remember back
if
away.
I'm able to. And yeah, it seems like main missions really help more with them, with the loyalty. So yeah. Have a good day.